Joining us now with more on the unprecedented $11 billion investment into Israel by Intel is Dan Catarivas, the Director General for Foreign Trade and International Relations with the Manufacturers Association of Israel. Dan, thank you so much for coming back.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
All right, so first of all, what do you make of Intel's latest investment?
Well, as you said, it's really quite an achievement, I think, for the Israeli economy. It's definitely a vote of confidence for the actually industrial capacity of Israel, because we're not just talking about R&D this time, we're talking also about expanding production. So definitely it gives a very high note to the Israeli economy, especially in the fact that we competed with Ireland, with Singapore, with the United States, and Israel was selected. So it means that we have something to offer, something good to offer, and the company, which is definitely a good company like Intel, know where to look for quality.
All right, so now something that Moshe Kahlon, finance minister, said about this deal was that it's really normal to give grants like this or really low tax rates to companies to incentivize.
Well, look, there is all around the world companies or countries are competing to actually attract foreign investors, okay? Sure. And they're giving different type of incentive. Some are giving tax relief, some are giving direct grants, some are giving, let's say, the help in development of the land or whatever. Some actually give training facilities, etc. Sure. So Israel has its own program. We have a foreign investment law in which we have a special program. And by the way, we're a bit critical of the fact that it's changing from time to time. There's no stability in that. But the fact that the Israeli government will participate over 15 years in actually giving some rebate, I think is something totally normal. And when you actually calculate the benefit to the Israeli economy, they are definitely much over those the money that is being spent by the government.
Okay, so going back to that, Kahlon said if we give them 9% in a grant, then 91% stays here in Israel. Is that an accurate statement?
Well, look, it's very difficult to give exactly what I mean. I'm not an accountant. Neither Kahlon is an accountant. Okay. Right. The essential thing is that we're bringing here another huge investment. It's going to create high-quality employment in Israel. It's going to increase certainly export, and it's going to signal to other big multinationals that Israel is a place to do business with. So I think that's those things are not, you cannot quantify them necessarily only in money terms, in revenue terms, but I think that even in revenue terms, the various calculation, and I think the Ministry of Finance know how to make their calculus. I mean, I think there is more, I would say, benefit to the Israeli economy than any problems.
I see. All right, so, my final question for you then is with regards to Intel's acquisition of M.A.I, which they did a few years ago, and then now we have, they're looking at Mellanox.
Right.
Now, if they are to successfully bid and purchase Mellanox, how much of the Israeli market is Intel basically owning?
Look, I don't have the exact figure, but
sure.
Intel, M.A.I is something totally different. It's in another.
Yeah.
Yes, it's different.
But this is, these are far from the only acquisitions that Intel is making.
So we have a big presence of Intel. We are happy to have a big presence of Intel. I don't think it's too dangerous to. We're not totally dependent on Intel. I mean, there are other big multinationals.
But there's no risk for a company like this getting too big.
I think I was in this plateau the other day speaking about Chinese acquisition. Okay, so now we have American acquisition. So it's good. So the more acquisition we have from big group, it's good. As long as we keep jobs in Israel, as long as we keep our edge in research and development. So I don't feel of an over-dependency on Intel. We are not there yet.
All right. Well, I think that's all we have today. Thank you so much, Dan Catarivas, for coming in. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you for you.